market is still pretty early, and what you're seeing out there is that there are a lot of different vendors building different headsets with different capability. It's kind of like before the touchscreen phone became the predominant form factor, and everybody, start abandoning hardware keyboards. There's just different people trying different things, and that's great for the industry overall because we are trying to find the right model for the headset. So a lot of what we do currently is really listen to customers about what their needs are, what particular feature their scenario most demand, and recommend a headset based on the capability that matches up to their requirements.
Yeah, I think different solutions require different human factors in many cases, and that's probably the most important thing when selecting a headset is how is the experience going to be viewed by the end user. If I'm a trader at a financial institution, it's unlikely I'm going to wear this 24/7, but if I'm in a warehouse and I'm a picker selecting things in a warehouse environment, I might wear a pair of lightweight augmented reality glasses for 8 hours or plus. And in many ways, we focus on the software and don't get too caught up on the hardware because there is so much innovation and it's happening so quickly. We think there's decades worth of user experience design work that needs to be done to really think about how do you create spatialized solutions that work in unison with how a knowledge worker uses their computer today and doesn't work against them. So in many cases we'll say, hey, this is a scenario where you use the headset just for this very specific task, and then you'll take it off and get on with your work using existing methods like the Surface or your standard PC. And that's okay. We're not trying to say that everyone needs to adopt VR and AR for everything they do. We're a little ways away from that, and you've got to be pragmatic about where do these really add exponential value.
Mm-hmm. And there's some other requirements, like if you're in a factory floor, you obviously want to see where you're going.
Right.
So a VR headset where you cannot see your environment is problematic. A tether cord that got tripped up is another reason why you might want to go with a portable headset, whether it's AR or VR. So there's a lot of physical requirement that comes into play, as well as functional software requirements.
It's been interesting through the different solutions that we've created for our clients to see which industries are adopting these headsets the most. And it really is surprisingly across almost every industry you can think of. Retail, automotive, architecture, engineering, fintech, healthcare. Some of the solutions we've explored might be taking an MRI scan and being able to see an entire MRI of somebody's torso and be able to zoom in and check a problem area, or even telemedicine, be able to remotely have a discussion with a colleague who may be a specialist on a particular area of the body, and for them to be able to see what is essentially a 3D object in its native form is a capability we've never had before as humans. And that's going to lead to better outcomes for all of us from a health perspective.